Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
We know you, Dr. Prof Wole Soyinka, aka Arando. So how do you feel today that your father is being celebrated while he's alive, and he's being celebrated right from Abeokuta and even across the world? How do you feel?
Yeah, it's dead right across the world. And in fact, before I even make my comments, I should explain his absence. Today is his birthday, of course, and his habit normally on any birthday would be to disappear and hold it quietly. But he knew on his 90th that he has to be physically present on the ground. Nobody would let him escape that easy. And he had resigned himself to that. He had planned his trip to be in Nigeria, to be in Abeokuta on his birthday. And he was in Morocco 2 days ago. And then unfortunately, an emergency took him, instead of going from Morocco to Nigeria, took him back to the US, and he will be back on Nigerian soil in 1 more day's time. That's a lot of travel, and unfortunately, although the whole world wants a piece of him at this particular time, he had to be in the US with his family. So he sent his apologies, and he also sent me to come and I know people would love to have had him, but he had to deliver his apologies. As a family, we are so honored. We knew this was going to be a very busy and exciting time, but really we could not have predicted how he has been celebrated across the world. Every city in Nigeria and every state in Nigeria and across the various continents of the globe, all sorts of events are happening. So I think what people need to do is forget about having him around and just have a great time, attend the events. There's everything from poetry readings to plays to musical concerts to colloquiums and panel discussions to parties to just all kinds of events. And those events all represent the various things he stood for. He's an academic, he's a creative, he wrote plays and books, and of course he is a public speaker and a thinker, a thought leader, a humanitarian, and someone who stands for justice. All those parts of his character have been reflected in the panoply of events that have been held in his honor around the world. And for me, and I think from the family, what we want, apart from people celebrating the man, is to take on board the lessons of his life and the philosophy and the ideologies that he preaches, which is justice, equity, humanitarianism. And I think if we do that, Nigeria will be a better place for it. So thanks to everybody, thanks to all of those who have honored him, and by reflection, if you like, they have also honored the family, and we're deeply grateful. Thank you.
Professor Wole Soyinka denied. Professor Wole Soyinka ṣọjọ́ ìbí, ẹ jẹ́ ká bá wọn dúpẹ́ o. Ariwo ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n Wole Soyinka fọ́gọ́rùn 50 ọdún o. Ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n Wole Soyinka 50 ọdún lókè èèpẹ̀, ẹ jẹ́ ká bá wọn dúpẹ́ o. Mo júbà Olúdédé ilé ayé, ìbà ẹnìkan rẹ̀ ìjólúwà dédé àjùlé ọ̀run, a ò kúkú mọ bí ojú Elédùmarè wà kẹ́ o. Kábíyèsí Aláké orí Ẹ̀gbá, mo júbà kí n yí tèmi mọ́rin kọ́ o. Dédé ẹ̀yin lọ́balọ́ba nílẹ̀ Ẹ̀gbá, dédé ẹ̀yin àgbà ìjòyè, ẹ̀yin olórógun, ẹ̀yin olókùn nílẹ̀ Ẹ̀gbá, mo júbà kí n yí tèmi mọ́rin kọ́ o. Ẹ̀yin àpapọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ amúlùúdùn Abẹ́òkúta, mo júbà kí n yí tèmi mọ́rin kọ́ o. Dédé mọdé àdàgbà, kábẹ́rẹ́ má la sáṣọ rán, kẹ́bìtì má la sékúpa, ambassador Ekòló ti júbà ẹlẹ̀ níṣe kílẹ̀ lánàá.
It's been quite a great evening. We're going to have the cultural troupe very shortly, and that's how we're going to round up this whole exercise this evening. But before we take on the cultural troupe, I am glad to tell you that we have a chief of the old block right here, the scion of Professor himself. Ladies and gentlemen, I think he was the former commissioner in Ogun State, and he handled the office creditably well. And we want to thank God, Abi Ogunde Lama Kisi, whichever one, Tori Baba, office in here. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me as we welcome Dr. Wole Soyinka. Please, let's put it together for him. Egba tewo ye baba ma pa. Thank you so much.
I got some kábíyèsí, our representative, Governor wa, our royal fathers, I got some, all the assembled guests, the organizers, the cultural troops, everybody who has put their efforts into this wonderful event. I'm here to offer both the thanks and the apologies of Professor Wole Soyinka for the honor being done. And my personal thanks on behalf of the family for the honor that so many people have done for our father. We are overwhelmed. It's really great to be back home. I used to be regularly seated on this stage with my principal, the governor, and we used to do the town hall meetings here where we would get grilled and answer for our performance to the people. So it's a pleasure to be back, and it's great to see the wonderful refurbishment that's been done here and maintaining this place. I need to explain myself because I'm not one who likes to come in late to an event. It's not a sign of disrespect. In fact, it's the opposite. Professor Soyinka was to have been in Nigeria. There are so many people honoring him that we have divided up the family members to be going to all the different events because he cannot be in two places at once. I was to be in Lagos. I'm coming directly from Lagos from another function, but I had to be here to give his apologies personally because he was to be here, but for an emergency that took him from Morocco to the United States. He was supposed to come to Nigeria and sit in Abeokuta. He had to go to the United States, where he will return from tomorrow. So, I just came in Europe. I want to kí dẹ̀ fún yín ní apologies wọn pé wọn lè wá bí lẹ́yìn owó yẹ kán ti wà ń bí gbàtí alákéde sọ fún wọn pé wọ́n ṣe ọ̀nà yìí fún wọn wọ́n ti ní dandan wọn máa wá but emergency kan ló gbé wọn lọ sí California so ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ dáríjì wọn o wọ́n dẹ̀ ní kémi wá láti Èkó ni mo ti ń bọ̀ ń sìn ẹ má bínú pé mo pẹ́ mo ń padà lọ sí Èkó fún function mi lálẹ́ yìí tó yẹ kí n wà but mo kàn ní kí wá dúpẹ́ o on his behalf. My father knew this was going to be a busy time. We knew it was going to be there was going to be a lot of recognition for him, but we have been bowled over and overwhelmed by the honor that people have shown him. We are praying that in 10 years' time, we will be here again and have a wonderful party for him on his 100th. So, with those few words, on behalf of Professor Soyinka and the family, we thank you again.
All right, we also thank you again for coming. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Wole Soyinka, please let's put those hands together for him once again. All right. Ati joko lataro. It's time for us to dance. And this is the final of the final dances. And after this, the celebration will come to an end. We just take a vote of thanks, and then everybody will want to depart. But now, join me as they are singing, as they are dancing. If you feel like dancing, please feel free to join them. Ladies and gentlemen.
ilé ara máa ní o, ẹni náà bá ti gbé ilé owó máa ní o. Ó wà délé, bá jíjọ lómi wà délé o. Ẹjọ́ wà délé o, orí wà lórí oyè. Wà délé o.
Okay,
Àmọ̀dúkà dúwá, gbogbo wa l'àmọ̀dú o, gbogbo wa l'àmọ̀dú, gbogbo wa l'àmọ̀dú. Àwa ń lọ sọ́dọ̀ ilé wa, kábíyèsí, àwa ń lọ sọ́dọ̀ ilé wa. Bàbá kúrò níbí o, níbo là ń lọ? Bàbá kúrò níbí. Níbo là ń lọ? Ó biribiri báyìí, biribiri báyìí o. Ó àyùn lọ, ó dàyùn bọ̀ lọ́wọ́ yẹnu.
Ẹ ṣé o.
Ẹni kúrú fara nà á jẹgbá. Ẹni kúrú kó fara nà á jẹgbá. Ẹni ẹ bá fara nà á kúrú kó má fara fún mi.
Ẹ ṣeun.
Má bàrà kàn mí.
Ẹ ṣeun.
Má bàrà kàn mí.
Ẹ ṣeun.
Ẹ ṣeun.
Ẹ jẹ́ ká fún ọ látẹ̀wọ́ tó rinlẹ̀.
Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ fún wọn látẹ̀wọ́ yẹn.
Ẹ jẹ́ ká fún ọ látẹ̀wọ́ tó rinlẹ̀.
I think they really deserve
a resounding applause. Please put your hands together for this theatrical, histrionic, and breathtaking performance.
Ẹ ṣeun. Ẹ ṣeun. Please, let's put those hands together. Please celebrate this wonderful performance. Hello, she said, Aribo Laction, Aribo Laction, Action Paul. Alhaji Shina Yekini, all right, ladies and gentlemen, please let's put those hands together for the Gunugo dancers once again.
If you enjoyed this performance, please put your hands together one more time.
Emmanuel, Nigeria, we hail thee, our own native land, those tribes convey thee. So, I want you to go now, one go. Come on, let's put those hands together and let's celebrate them.
Please, let me put this on record. Okay. Just as it is known that Egba land is known for breaking records,
okay,
I think your record has been set today. The first Igbonobo performance in English language. In English language.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
One more time.
Okay, just be Now, I remember an event way back in 1983, right at the Pit Theatre of the Obafemi, not Obafemi then, it was the University of Ife. That was when Professor Wole Soyinka called a group of us drama students, and I was privileged to be part of that meeting. We had a sneak preview of the song that has gone viral today, and that song is I love my country, I no go lie. Now inside I go live and die. When he turn me so, I do sham so. He push me, I push him, I no go. I love my country, I no go lie. Now inside I go live and die. I know my country, I no go lie. He push me, I push him, I no go. Ladies and gentlemen, Professor Wole Soyinka, an icon of our generation. Patai Adiyeloja, I can cite you. Mrs. Olariwaju, we want to also recognize you. We have the Pirates Confraternity here. We'd like you to just wave your hands. Ahoy! All right, they are here to celebrate with their master. And it's great to be here this evening. It's getting better and better And we're still on. The Iyaloja of Egba is also here, Mrs. Kemi Oloyede. We want to welcome you. We want to thank God that you are here. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take on some very few poems. But before we take on the poem, we have Abeokuta Grammar School here, fully represented. The President General and Zoba General is here. Chief Sunday Oluroji Odumo, a distinguished Zoba. Please let's put our hands together. I'm sure you know that Professor also went to Abeokuta Grammar School. Permit me to welcome and recognize His Excellency Ambassador Tunji Sharafa Tunji-Shola. We want to welcome you. We want to thank God that you are ready. Okay. We also want to recognize the body of family secretary right here. As she came to, the woman that came to pass me this note was my first wife on radio. That's the general manager of the state television.